scored as many goals as he scored all last year. Big deal.
That's not true.
He's the man, dude.
Is that a stat?
He passed the ball.
Is that
He
a
was
stat?
No, I made that up.
See?
It's bro science. But okay, so he scored 1 goal after they were winning 3-0 against West Ham at home. You should, good. Congratulations. But it's not an important goal. He needs to start scoring important goals for that club when they need goals. Listen,
you're saying that so prematurely, man. First, he's got to start scoring goals.
Hey,
So he starts scoring goals. As soon as he scores 1 goal, and you're already knocking him.
High expectation, man.
Let him play in a big game.
You paid $100 million for this guy. High expectation. That's the bottom line.
1 goal. 1 game, 1 goal.
Okay, good. I'm watching. Listen, I'm watching.
Yeah. Good.
I'm watching
so
you
he
closely.
doesn't suck.
That's all I'm saying.
So you take back your socks?
No, I didn't say that.
You should.
He needs to keep. That's
1-1.
Right, he scored a goal in 1 game, so now he's off the suck list. Your thoughts?
That'd be world class.
Oh, fucking!
I scored 1 goal in 1 game.
Ryan scores 3 goals every 10 weeks. Is he world class?
All I'm saying is you guys are set to have pie in your face, and we might literally make it a pie in your face. You've been so against this guy. We don't necessarily need him to score in the big games.
I don't want him
to
to succeed.
I know you
don't want him to succeed.
I'm not sure. It's already pressed out.
That's fine.
Oh, we're good.
I got you. I'm over here now.
Oh, yeah?
I'm over here now.
Hey, guy.
PFC 175, clearly heated debate. We just watched Man United absolutely trump West Ham United 4-0.
Destroyed.
The boys are back.
The boys are back in town.
Boys are back.
Not to mention buzzing today. The entire team buzzing, working hard, winning balls. You won the game. It wasn't like, it was beginning to end of the game. Completely all Man United. West Ham sitting in. They just signed Arnautovic. They have Chicharito. Slaven Bilic has to do a good job this year. And they just completely... And Joe Hart, they blow the game.
I mean, part of that buzzing...
Blow the game.
Part of the buzzing was probably because Chelsea lost, Liverpool tied, Arsenal looked really bad. They
talk about Liverpool right away.
No.
He's got to mention Liverpool somehow.
I mentioned Chelsea first.
Hey, Liverpool conceded 3 goals this week,
yeah.
so we can talk about them.
No.
No,
but I'm saying as a United player...
Hey, how are your pieces?
Oh, great.
Shit.
No, but as a United player, you're in that locker room thinking, this league's ours now.
You think Jose Mourinho thought that and said that to his players?
Of course he does.
Yes.
Beginning of the year. He's like, we got Lukaku now. We're going to win the league.
2 days ago, he's on fire. Like,
yeah, I saw that, dude.
Fire. You know what I mean? And then, like, everyone sucks a dick the first day. It's like, holy shit. I mean, it was a statement of intent, I think, this game. Granted that there were a lot of new faces in this West Ham side. So
Man City won.
Let's not forget that.
But Man City didn't look very good for the first 60, 70 minutes.
Man City won. Man United had to win today.
Oh,
you had to win today to make a statement.
And I said that in the preview episode for Match Day 1 or for the season that United had the last game in Match Day 1, and they had to make a statement. Whether the big teams won or lost, United had the last statement because that was the last taste.
How good does your team look top to bottom right now?
It looks incredible. They answered it back to front.
Crystal Palace had a great game.
Back to front, they look incredible, dude.
You got guys playing around the world having great games.
It's absolutely scary. The boys are back in town.
I know.
And look, it's Match Day 1. A lot of things can happen.
It's important, though.
What do you think about your depth, though? You always talk about their depth and how they have no depth. What do you think about the depth?
Tons of depth.
After 3 purchases, we got depth now. Absolutely. Because think about it.
Without
Lukaku,
you bought a spine.
Without Lukaku, it's Rashford and Martial out there. Yeah.
Spine, man.
Without Matic, it's, Carrick or Fellaini out there. So now we actually have depth because we can have a guy like Herrera who no one saw not starting today, including myself. Tell me like a silly boy had him in his fantasy team.
You go, Dub.
Matic, dude. What a game.
Matic is out there dribbling, taking 3, 4, 5 players on at a time.
Destroying people in the middle of the field. Tackles. The first goal from Rashford comes off of Matic. Matic runs like 25 yards to make a tackle in the center of the field.
No, okay.
As he's going into the tackle, I'm like, easy. I'm yelling at my TV because I'm like, he's overcommitted. This guy's just going to push it around him, and now he's in.
He's legit, bro.
He wins the tackle, dude.
He doesn't just win the tackle and play the ball up. He also makes like a 50-yard run.
He can ping.
He can
ping.
He overlaps on the
his left foot, dude, is
open
power.
Up the field, which makes it Rashford tucks inside. Plays that beautiful ball, man. This guy, that's like a 30-year-old man playing that ball.
Just waited and
pushed it with 19 years old, man. That was beautiful.
19-year-old to a 24-year-old.
He's a natural.
But again, that gets back to why would Chelsea sell one of their best, underrated players, I guess, because
one of their best,
unsung heroes to a league rival.
Makes no sense.
Everyone knew that United was 2 to 3 players away from becoming a force. Absolutely. They got Lukaku. They might have got Lindelof, who's a defender. Maybe we're not sure about him. But Matic was in the middle. They need somebody in the middle. They need that spine. They got 2. They got 2 out of maybe 3 players. Why would Chelsea sign him? Maybe Matic went to.
Why didn't Liverpool sign him? Why didn't Arsenal sign him?
Because I'm trying to tell you, because maybe Matic went over to maybe not Conte, maybe the owner and said, "Look, I don't want to do the whole, transfer saga. So I just want to go. I want to go to United, and maybe just kind of like with Czech, where it's like, you want to stay in the league, you want to stay in London, fine. We'll just sell you to Arsenal because whatever." And they probably just did that. They probably kept everything under wraps.
We did with Petr Cech. We did with
that's what I'm saying.
Mata.
That's what I'm saying.
We just sell guys locally all
Mata
day.
and Matic, man.
Petr Cech, man. Petr Cech is still one of the best goalies in the league. He's still one of the top 4 goalies in the league.
But they sold him to a rival because they don't want the transfer saga that every other team seems to have.
But every once in a while it happens, man. You got Tevez, who was sold from Man United to Man City. You got Van Persie, who was sold from Arsenal to Man United. Obviously, we're listing Liverpool players being sold back and forth as well. So
Mata,
Mata as well. So it happens once in a while. Every time it happens, Torres. He was a bust, but it was still like rival to rival.
Killed you.
He won a Champions League.
Absolutely, dude. So,
we destroyed Liverpool.
So
with that one buy.
Yeah, you did.
That was destruction for the next 5 years. Boom, you lose.
No, it wasn't him. It was Xavi Alonso. Torres. Torres was nothing when he went to Chelsea.
How many goals did he score at Liverpool?
Yeah, no, but once he
that ended when he left.
No, but he did nothing.
Doesn't
after
matter.
that. Well, he did something after the injury,
he
but
didn't do anything for Liverpool either. So
no, he did something after the injury. He came back, did well,
it's just
banked on him, but it was Xavi Alonso that was more of a void.
It's just that he left a void in your forward.
Xavi Alonso, Mascherano. There's that middle that Farid was talking about. If you win the midfield, you win the game. But the same thing. If you have Mascherano, Alonso, and Giroud in the middle, come on. I mean, once they sold Mascherano to Barcelona, Xavi left. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's not even Fernando's.
You got Paul Pogba, who's 6'4", and then you get Nemanja Matic, a big Serbian dude who's 6'4", and they both play in the middle of the field, and they run all game. And they're right foot, left foot, tackle hard.
And you got Pogba now, all of a sudden, showing his number 6 capabilities, living up to the number on his jersey.
He's working.
He's dropping back, he's covering space. Obviously, we don't want him doing too much of that, but it was needed from him today, and he showed up.
Yaya Toure. The Yaya Toure role, bro. It's so important.
Unlike Yaya Toure, he's defending in the final third when he has to. He's doing in his work.
That's what he's supposed to do. Look how big he is.
Jose Mourinho demands this of his players, why Mata didn't work out at the time.
Look at Oscar. I know.
But you got to work in the defensive third. And Pogba, when he gets the ball, he's magic. When he doesn't have the ball, he's still working.
Tiki will say the same thing
about
Oscar,
he covers so much fucking space, man. He's like a spider. He's huge. He's
spider?
Shit.
Wait, he covers so much space, he's like a spider?
Yeah, so he has he has 2 limbs.
I don't think it's spiders when I think of covering spaces. I think of like...
Daddy long legs. Got it. Give me those.
Yo, he's covered at least 2 inches on the field.
The metaphor is that he has got many legs, okay? But you're too thick to process that.
Must be a big spider.
You ever seen
Arachnophobia? Yeah, I've seen that movie. It freaked me out. Didn't like spiders after that.
You ever seen that?
When they're stuck in the house? When they're stuck in the house or something with all the spiders. Ooh.
What about Wild Wild West?
Hate spiders.
Oh, shit.
With them robotic spiders.
No, that's
steampunk.
That's Team Robot.
Yeah, that was Team Robot, right?
What's a robot?
What's a robot? Man United's robot, dude.
You know who was fired today, man?
Who was fired?
Man United.
Rashi?
Number 22. Rashford also.
He was fast.
Mickey Mouse, my boy.
Give me that, dude.
My boy in the
Mickey's
fancy draft that I
dude.
picked up. I haven't even checked him out yet, but he got me points today.
You got 2 assists, son. 2 assists. The cross to Lukaku on the header, and then to Martial.
He ran
with
all
that
game,
little
bro.
Look, this should not be any surprise.
But he was at number 10.
But here's the thing now,
the
man.
robots,
It puts Mata's.
That's what it's all because of.
It puts Mata's playing time into question now because Mkhitaryan now fulfills that Mata role of movement. Tucking into space. Obviously, you want to have Mkhitaryan and Mata on as much as possible, but there are those games where you have to put in a defensive shell where it might be Herrera coming on for Mata instead, and there's more cover.
Listen, Chelsea does it with Pedro and Willian. We do the same thing. It's like they're both world-class players. They should both start, but sometimes depending on what you want in the game, offensive, defense,
strength,
you put one.
No Herrera today. Everyone was shocked, man. Twitter was a buzz. Like, what the hell happened? This is guy.
Hey, we got Champions League this year.
Leader on the team.
You know what this is?
It's brilliant.
No.
Man.
If people are making a big deal out of this, you shouldn't, because all Jose's doing is that this is my assistant. This is my number 2 guy in this whole squad is Herrera. I feel controls the middle.
So give him the arm badge.
Captain.
He's a future captain, man. He's
captain,
making noise
Jose
for it.
Mourinho hasn't even come out and said it. Anyway, I think it's a long season.
We
have a lot of Champions League to go. A lot of cups. Just rest him.
There'll be at least 60 games.
One less get played. We won 4.
Well, how many games did you play last year?
We don't need to make him run. Like save him, save his legs.
But I'm saying it was a brilliant call. Yeah. Like he didn't know he was gonna win 4-0. Like to not start him, that's a ballsy call. And then you win 4-0 to show.
He went with his gut.
But getting back to Mkhitaryan, no one should be surprised about him. He was Bundesliga Player of the Year when he came over.
A lot of people were talking shit last season.
No, not me. Not me. I was a huge fan because the thing was he was. Let me get through this real quick. He was big on with the. He had a lot of injuries. He just was going in and out of the lineup. He didn't have that cement place. And if Jose gives him that cement place, he's going to be such a successful player at United. It's scary.
Yep.
Because Brighton got this player, Pascal Gross. I don't know how to say his name. I think it's Gross.
Convenient.
But he was, last 2 years, he was the most creative player in Bundesliga. Oh, that's weird because Mkhitaryan's not there. It's one of those things where if Mkhitaryan is in your league, he's going to be one of the most creative, if not the most creative player in that league.
And people forget he got 11 goals last year for United in all competitions.
He had 1 assist in the EPL last season. He had 15 in the Bundesliga before that.
He had 2 today.
He's already at 2.
Doubled his production.
You can't get too overhyped, man. But it's like, all right, like
I'll make a
he's back to reality. He's back to where he
put
should
it this
be.
way.
It's up to him.
Put it this way. If he's at Dortmund right now, and there's all these rumors with Coutinho leaving to Barcelona, he's top 3 player on everyone's list on who's going to replace Coutinho.
You know what his model is, man? He should be trying to be Modric. Like that's a player. He has those skills. He should be aspiring to be that level.
No, different type of player. I think a little different. Yeah, he's a little faster as well.
Hey, Quincy. All right.
Okay. He's also a little bit. He's a little bit faster as well. But I mean,
man, for that position, like Modric is the best in the world at the moment.
Best in the world. I don't know.
You see that number? 10 is more like Isco. He should be aspiring to be Isco.
Tiki, you see that number?
Field. What number? Whose number?
Modric.
What number is he?
10.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Real Madrid 10.
Man.
You got a Madrid 10.
Right, dude?
The number 10
That's
jersey.
hardcore.
It's hard earned, though.
Yeah,
he
deserves
League,
it,
that's what you get.
He deserves it. He's the best centerman in the world.
But also, again, we talk about this one day. Like, let's remember it's one game.
Yeah.
You don't know, especially with the personalities, all the egos on certain teams. I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine because Lingard, Pogba, Lukaku, they all seem like best friends. I'm sure that they'll keep the mood fine.
Sucks.
Jose will probably be fine in the second year.
Sucks.
But third year, I mean, again, watch out for that because everything seems to blow up in Jose's face in third year. But for now, United's looking really scary. They're looking fully fit for the fact that they're just... I can't really find a weakness right now except maybe the center back, a second center back next to Bali.
It's early. It's one game.
Back,
it's one game.
Weakness.
I feel like center back
back.
is worse than left back.
No.
With Jones in there?
Jones and Bailly
Jones set up.
I know that, but like throughout the whole season?
Dude, if he stays healthy, I think he'll be fine.
He's better than any Liverpool defender.
Agreed, hands down.
No, I would take Lovren over Jones.
What?
Phil Jones. I wouldn't.
Over
Phil Jones?
You're one of 3 people in this room that would do that.
No, that's fine.
If you're listening right now, go on Twitter right now. Tell us who would you rather, if you're willing to go the extra mile. Would you rather have Jones in your team? You know, emotions aside, these guys don't have clubs. As players, would you have Jones or Lovren in your squad?
I'm telling you right now, Lovren right next to Bali. Any play like a Matip next to Bali. Bali covers so much ground. He's so good. He's what I'm thinking for Bali, next 5 years, he's going to be the top 5 defender in the world for center backs.
He's a beast.
That's aggressive, Ryan.
No, it's not. Okay. I think he's that good, that athletic, that he will learn. And he'll become that intelligent as well.
Everyone's loving United right now, but
it's not really loving him. It's just realistic.
West Ham United,
Arnautovic,
Chicharito, Joey Hart, getting starts in this game.
Cheech, not the homecoming you would think you wanted, right?
Zabaleta versus United, man, is never a good thing because Man City always did well against United. So
dude,
seeing him play, I was like, shit, he's gonna fucking get an assist or score something. Or
I had him in fantasy.
Influence.
Yo, Zabaleta looks old.
He is old.
No. He looks like he's like high 40s.
He should play center back.
But even more importantly, man, you guys forget he blocked that right-footed shot for Lukaku to make it a perfect hat trick for that shot, man. He slid across, covered Ogbonna's
he has the intelligence. We understand that, but for 90 minutes, keeping up with players, keeping up with players like Rashford.
He kept up with Rashford most of the game.
Enough to have a 4-0 defeat.
Yeah, but it wasn't him, is my point.
Man. I know
it was bound to happen.
Like a G-man.
Dude, he wasn't a problem in this back line. If he stays healthy, West Ham is better for their defense, dude.
Absolutely. He's not a weak point.
No, not at all.
He may be a little bit slower than he used to be, but like his experience and like, hey, if you work with me, we can achieve something. If you leave me out to dry, we're not going to get there.
It's like Jagielka for Everton or Barry for Everton. Like, they're not there to be the stars, but they're there for leadership. They brought him in on a free. I think he's brilliant for West Ham.
Joey Hart, helpless. all game.
Oh, Joey,
welcome back to the EPL, bro.
Poor guy.
4-0. Fuck Man City. I love it. I love it.
You're not in Torino anymore. Jose Font was on the bench.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I'm trying to figure out whether
33, man.
I'm looking up right now whether he's
an
have
experienced
an
center back. 33 is still a good age.
He needed a bit of muscle and pace back there. That's why they had a Barna trying to match up.
They need Ginger Collins back there.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Dude, Barna wasn't too bad, man. You see?
No, I'm not talking about. Who's the other guy you just said?
Lukaku.
No.
Who?
Well, anyways, you guys think. I was also surprised that Cresswell. Cresswell did not start.
Font.
Jose Font.
Yeah, Jose Font.
Why wasn't Jose Font starting?
Yeah, we're looking at
He
that.
was weaker. I'm saying like Ogbonna was there to physically match up with Lukaku,
man.
which he
They tried
kind
to
of
play
did.
a physical game the whole time.
The goal that
You
happened
saying
was a
Jose
movement
Font can't
goal.
play the physical game? He's a big dude.
Nah, dude. Virgil was his physical guy at Southampton, and then this year it's Ogbonna who's the physical guy.
Guy just
Font is smart. He's the smart guy. Pepe's the muscle again, physical guy for Portugal. Font is he's like a Rio Ferdinand. He'll tackle if he has to, but like you don't want him matched up against the opponent's physically strongest player. Look, it didn't work out, but I think even if you had Font out there, dude, it's at least 3-0, dude. United was threatening all game.
Had total possession of the game too.
Possession.
Very un-United like.
22 shots
Right?
to 9 shots.
You're right.
23 dribbles to 3 dribbles. I mean, it's just
They're gonna play.
dominated.
We're gonna play offensively.
11 corners.
That's what it tells me.
Yeah.
11 corners to 1 corner.
High press, man. High press every time they lost the ball.
We have a bunch of guys that can all run.
And we have Matic, who's the leader of the high press, man. If everyone just looks to Matic as soon as we lose the ball,
where is he on
presses.
the field?
But-
I need to step up. I need to step back.
Exactly.
I'm gonna support him. He's
Whatever
our
he
best
does.
tackler.
Absolutely,
But he's in
man.
those in the right
It's just-
spot.
it isolates.
Always.
You just get your angles right.
But again, as I told Al,
Isolate.
as I told Al as we were watching the game, Jose is the best coach to have when you're winning.
Yeah.
He's the worst coach to have when you're losing.
You know how he is when he gets his striker.
Yeah.
And you know how he is when he gets his
Deadly.
losses. Mind games start to happen. Players start to turn on him. So you better hope that this United keeps on winning.
We'll see, man. I don't think it'll be any rougher than last season, but it's just the first game. We'll enjoy that performance. Man of the match for me, Lukaku. Hands down. First game.
If you don't have
at
him in
home,
fantasy, I don't know
scores
what
in
you're
the
thinking.
Stretford
This
end.
was
There's no question.
This is his third
Legend.
goal, third time debuting with the team in the EPL and scoring a goal. He's done it before at Everton and West Bromwich Albion, and now he's done it at United, and he's also played for Chelsea. So he's played on four
and
teams.
even more painful.
He's only 24.
Even more painful for West Ham. 11 goals again in 11 games.
These are the first two. If he's injury free, we're looking at 30 goals this year.
Easy.
Hussey called that today.
No, not today. I called that back when
Last year.
when I
2 years
I
ago.
picked him overall, number 1 overall in our fantasy draft.
My bad.
Thank you for the
Get
shout out,
stomped
but
out.
but come on,
yeah.
fantasy draft.
All
Who
right,
got him?
Man of the match, Lukaku, but shout out to Chicharito Hernandez.
No.
Making his return
What?
to Old Trafford.
He had, like,
I
one
was
shot.
talking about it,
Doesn't
man.
matter.
It was a big-
Shout out to him, man.
It's a bit of a storyline.
Yeah.
Saw him and De Gea talking after the game.
The fans gave him an applaud too
Oh,
when he
cool.
came
He's
out
2
to warm
shots.
up.
One was horrid.
he
though.
didn't get a sniff of the ball. Man.
Nothing.
He didn't have a chance.
No service.
But then
you
again, that's West Ham without Lanzini. They don't have that creator in the
Exactly.
middle.
Or no Mikel,
Yeah.
the athlete, the raw athlete to push him forward.
Antonio.
Anyone else? Hussey? You want to name?
That's exactly.
Antonio.
That's who I meant.
Antonio.
No, I'm just talking about
The
the head. No,
fun.
I'm not talking about the athlete. I'm just talking about heading the ball.
Chelsea versus Burnley. What happens here? What I said about the sophomore slump, dude.
Here we go. Okay.
What is this?
Oh my
What is this
goodness.
lineup, man?
Where's Bakayoko?
Dude, who
Injured.
is Boga? Who the hell is this guy, bro?
Boga's made some appearances
He's
in
20.
season.
He's 20. Why is he starting?
Who should have started over him?
Are you kidding me? Musanda.
But they're both kids.
Yeah, but Musanda's he's nicer.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. The lineup was dodgy as hell. I used to think Chelsea
Start
had depth.
Morata.
I'm looking around.
How do you pay $70 million for a guy and not start him?
Fitness.
Lacazette starts.
That was fitness.
Listen, I don't care.
No, you know what it was? It was fitness. but I
Lukaku
think
starts.
it was
All the big
also-
signings start the first game.
But all the
I
big
think it was
signings
a-
were made earlier. You know what I mean? You guys signed Morata what, less than a month ago?
How did he do when he got on the field? How was he? Is he all right?
It was nice.
Okay.
I
It was
think
nice.
fitness
End
was
of story.
a factor. I think fitness was a factor, but I also
So play him
think-
60 minutes.
Hold on. But I think that Batshuayi being the man in the shadows for the last
This was his chance.
this was his chance. He's played preseason,
Fail.
so I was like, hey, bro, opening day of the season, we need
Do
goals.
something.
Like, show us what you can do. He
On the
fucked.
bench now.
I mean, he choked. And then Morata comes in, gets a goal and an assist. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, dude. Like
Down a man and then down 2 men.
He almost had 2 goals.
Come
Yeah.
on, dude.
Morata also took that goal away that would have tied the game because he was offsides when he tipped it in. When
Yeah, they could have won.
It was going in
No, they would have tied.
Could have tied, yeah.
But
Like
same,
Liverpool did.
Great showing. Great showing by, what's his name? Jermaine Boga coming out at the 18 because Gary K over the hill got a red card in the 14th minute. Just saw that one, too.
Let's discuss this red card. What do you guys think?
All right.
No, it's not.
Yellow.
That's not a red card.
Yellow card. Raise your hand for yellow card.
That's a yellow card for me.
Three
Raise your hand for red card.
4.
I can see it being a red card.
All right.
If I was referee,
I think Pedro's is more of a red card than this was.
We're talking real time, not slowed mode like the fourth time you saw it. The ref had one look at it, didn't throw it to the video replay, which, maybe
here's another case.
What about
Chelsea again getting ripped off?
What about,
no video
but
replay.
Just remember that
what about Seski's double yellow?
He made this decision, man. He saw it once. It was Gary Cahill, 6'4", fucking giant of a dude, coming in. If he got legged, he could have broke the guy's leg.
But he didn't.
No,
but dude, it was marginally off. It was reckless.
It was
it's
reckless.
Still
so
one leg.
That's the argument.
It wasn't like a slide. It was kind of like a step.
Look, to Al's point, it was reckless. You could argue that if the guy's leg was there, it's a serious injury, like a leg breaking kind of injury.
But that didn't happen.
It didn't happen, but the ref has a right to give you a red for that intent.
But first foul, give me yellow card and tell him stop it.
I totally get it, man. I'm on the side of, hey, man, that's old school EPL. That's a yellow card at most.
That's not even old school EPL. That's just old school, just playing the game.
But to Al's point, in today's game.
He got a red card for, did he even touch him?
You got to be consistent, dude, as a referee. Listen, you got to be consistent. If he has another tackle.
Like we were with Fabregas' second yellow.
There were a lot of calls that went against Chelsea in this game.
Deserved. He applauds him like a douche. The first one gets an easy yellow, silly yellow for applauding the ref, sarcastically applauding him.
So he gets the second.
The second one was a legit yellow card tackle. It was a legit yellow card tackle. Exactly.
He had he couldn't keep his head, and he got
that was the most legit 2 yellows.
Yeah,
he lost his head, and he knew it was on a yellow too. To make that tackle, it's not like it was his first yellow. It was his second yellow on that tackle. It was frustrated
because it was a bad game to begin with.
But whose fault is that?
Video replay. Video replay's fault.
But wasn't he brought in to be that Matic replacement? Wasn't he bitching on the bench? Fabregas, wasn't he bitching on the bench?
No, dude. He was part of 3-5-2.
Dude, but you're not going to drop Conte. The reason why Fabregas played more.
Dude, Matic and Conte played more last year than Fabregas.
Agreed. And Fabregas was on the bench saying, Coach, put me in or I'm leaving. So then the manager sells Matic to make room for Fabregas. And look at the performance today. He chokes and gets a red card. What's happening, Fabregas? You wanted to start. You wanted playing time. What's going on?
The thing that frustrates me.
3-5-2. You can't play 3-4-3 with Fabregas.
Call it what you want, man.
He needs to be in a deep lying role. Today. He needs to be in a deep lying role with another midfielder helping him.
He needs to be better for Chelsea, dude. If you guys
he plays
have
that Tony Cruz
shot,
role, man. That's what he does. Like next to Casemiro. That's what he does best.
But he didn't do it at all today.
Because they played with two midfield.
Except Cruz,
he plays better with 3.
Except Cruz gets dirty every now and then.
Yeah, Fabregas not about that life.
He gets beat easily, but he's still willing to get his socks dirty.
There's a couple things.
Is just he pouts a lot.
Well, I got 2 points. One, Fabregas. He when Cahill went off, he gave Fabregas the armband. If I'm not correct, I believe so. When it comes down to it,
that's class.
If you are going to be the captain, you can't be clapping at the ref like that.
No.
You can't. You got to keep your head. You got to be telling all the youngsters, shut the fuck up and get back into position.
It's aggressive.
No, but you have to be aggressive as a captain. You need to say, dude, knock it off. You're going to ruin this for us.
Like when you were captain?
I told people shut the hell up. I didn't say, whatever. Maybe I said shut. I don't know. But anyways, when it comes down to it, we also have to remember that Chelsea is playing with a front 3 different from the front 3 of last year. All 3 players.
No Bakayoko.
No Hazard, no Pedro, and no Diego Costa. This is where that text message... That's ruining Conte right now. He should have said nothing. He should have just said, come back. We'll figure it out.
No, you should have even given him the silent treatment. Just keep it neutral at the very least. You don't have to keep it positive if you.
Because he wanted Morata
until you get your
saw that new young girl.
Yeah.
I want that. You know what? Grass is not always green on the other side.
I hope he comes
kind of is. Morata came on,
but he could have went. He could have went 2. You could have put Morata on the outside to match up with Willian.
I want them to make up and have Morata and Costa play together because that
be cool,
is
huh?
that is the lineup, dude. 2 big Spaniards playing
that's
forward.
Not, with 2 mental cases like that.
Look, never say never, man. They just have to put it together for 1 year.
They just said the other day they said he's too fat from being in Brazil, so no, they can't sell him.
Really?
They need a fat guy in Brazil.
So they're stuck with him.
He hasn't been training.
Yeah, he's on holiday.
Hey, you know what? Bring him to Liverpool. We'll figure out what to do with him.
But who knows? Who knows what that means? Maybe they make up.
If
they make up, things change.
Diego Costa is a player that'll make any team better.
Agreed.
Duh.
And he would be.
It's like if you signed Ibra.
He would be pushing Benzema on Real Madrid, and I know that's pretty. That might be over the line a little bit, but he'd be pushing Benzema on Real Madrid. That's how good Diego Costa is. It's just that he's a mental case, and I hate when the teams that I like play against him because he's just infuriating to play against, but you love him when he's on your team.
But man, Morata comes on, gets a goal, gets an assist almost right away.
Guy's got to play. He has to start. He's a $72 million man. He has to play.
Yeah, I think it was a fitness question, man. I honestly think it was a fitness question. Wasn't ready for 60. But yeah, I think going forward, because you're in a desperate situation, he's going to start next game.
And that assist, like the head flick to Luis was nice, incredible.
Here's the question. How's Luis's defending?
I know.
As soon as Cahill goes out, it falls apart. As soon as Thiago Silva goes out, it falls apart.
He's the athlete.
Exactly.
So you have one guy who like sits in, and you have the other guy who just goes to make the tackles. He's the guy you send in.
I wish Tom was here to try to defend this dude defensively.
He's a really good. Listen, he's a really good center back. He's a really good center back.
He's also mental.
He's not a great defender.
He's not a world-class defender. And on teams like this, you need to be threatening world-class, or at least making a push.
If you put him next to like a Sergio Ramos, or you put him next to like anybody like that, it's like no problem.
Dude, if
you
I
play
put
three
you
in the
next
back.
to Sergio, though, you look studly
of
too,
course.
man.
But you put somebody with that athleticism that like can attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And can finish.
Look, he's got a role in the Chelsea back
he's got
line,
free
but
kicks.
I think he's a liability
but you know what,
they
though?
need all defense.
Yeah, but look at
the big thing is that Cahill goes out. All right, big deal. They had no one to bring in for him. They know Kurt
Christensen.
They had no Kurt Zuma
Good
to
call.
come in and just be the fucking guy. What's up with that, Farid?
You're loaning out all your talent, man.
Chalobah would have been. I mean, he played well for Watford.
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek. Guys who are like comfortable in the league, comfortable, watching the game at Stamford Bridge. They brought in guys like Musonda, who now has to redevelop. Boga has to redevelop.
What the hell is this?
Dude, Cahill's out for 3 games. Easy.
Unless I think they gotta appeal it.
Yeah, Fabregas out for 1. Moses will be back though.
Moses is maybe back. Like,
who's playing center mid?
Who's gonna play in the next game?
Who's playing center
Costa.
You get a few suspensions.
What about Kennedy?
Costa.
Kenny only plays the left.
Yeah.
You have Marcus Alonso.
But all right,
you need guys in the middle. They're gonna have to play.
If someone looked at your bench and said, Chelsea's bench today: Scott, Tomori, Kennedy, Caballero, Musonda, Christensen, and Morata. Like, who the hell everyone but 2 of those guys, if you know who...
You have no midfielder to bring on. You have no midfielder to bring on.
Morata, I know that guy. Who are the other fucking guys? Nobody knows.
If we had, like, a Ross Barkley on the bench...
You're defending EPL champions?
That's a player you want on the bench.
Yeah.
Someone of that caliber. Someone that... Ross Barkley.
If you could have brought him
That's a player... Like, Fabregas has a yellow. He's looking like he's going to get a red. Yeah. Boom, put him on. And then you play with him.
Even him, do you understand like what kind of step down that is from Matic kind of guy? Obviously, he's better than the guys currently on the bench. But like you're trying to win a Champions League this year. You're trying to put together a run, man. Like for the league as well. You're trying to compete
again.
With
Selling
Lukaku, Matic, Pogba. Like you're trying to compete with that level. And you bring in Ross Barkley.
Yeah, you did get weaker because you got Rudiger. But at the same time, I didn't see so much even
good,
breakdowns in play. I saw character issues because again maybe Aspie got the armband. I'm not sure if it's Fabregas or Aspie or something, but how many times did you see David Luiz in the face of a referee? How many times could you see him getting a yellow card for consent and then dissent rather getting a yellow card for that dissent, right? Sorry, yeah, no, I'm just going with
rapey.
it. But when that got me.
Like,
no, dissent. But sorry. No, I lost my train of thought. But how many times do you see David Luiz just yelling or like trying to talk with the ref? It's like, where's the captain telling him to move? Where are you telling that captain just say, boom, leave,
hey,
David, get back there?
Hey, Huss, you know what the problem is when you're a buying club? Players aren't there long enough to become leaders.
Cahill
was the next best guy. When I said after John Terry left, yeah, Aspie, sure, but like again, it's a Spanish-speaking dude, like not really raised in England. I'm not saying that's a requirement.
Should have kept John Terry at this point.
Because Valencia, let me just clarify because I know people are gonna tweet about it and stuff. Valencia obviously captain at United, but like Carrick was the captain, Rooney was the captain. You don't have to be English, but like after Cahill, who's there, man? You got to throw it to Aspie, you got to throw it to Fabregas, Luiz.
But no, Fabregas has good English, and when it comes down to it,
it's not the language. What I'm saying is not even about that identity of the team. Are you a Fabregas type team? You go from Cahill, or John Terry, I should say, or Lampard, or even Drogba, just the heart of the team. Does Fabregas represent the heart of Chelsea? Hell no.
But I remember, I don't know if it was last season before, but I did mention the fact about Terry as being someone that can actually talk to the referee and get successful outcomes. Where Lampard or Cahill or
legend.
Gerrard, I know they're all
So like
English, but
today-
they can actually look at a ref and persuade him not to give a card or say, "Give me one more chance."
And exactly like today, if instead of
Kid,
selling
send
Terry,
one more chance. Jesus, give me one more chance.
like today, instead of selling
Do I have
John,
your consent?
give him what?
instead of selling John Terry, you keep him around, and you don't bring on Christensen. You bring on John Terry off the bench, and there's your leader. So like,
Oh man, we gotta.
He's just catching on to what he's saying.
No,
Yes.
I'm looking at
Finally
Al. I can't
listening
stop
to what he
laughing
says.
when Al laughs.
he's not used to being in that seat.
Yeah, I know. It's usually
sweating.
Tom. Usually he's right there, so you can block him out. But now I get this. I lean on the left elbow and go, and I'm looking
nice
directly
there.
at
Yeah.
Al.
There's nowhere to go.
And now you know what?
But
But like, I'm gonna have to shut you out. Sorry, Tiki.
Nowhere to
For
go.
the rest
dude.
of the show, I'm shutting Tiki
Wrap it
out.
up.
It's a nice, nice
I'm
goal by
sweating
Luis
so
though
bad
at the
right
end
now.
of the game.
I mean,
Why is
Morata-
my fantasy team,
Morata-
baby?
yeah, mine
Give
too.
me those goals.
Morata comes on, makes an immediate impact. You
Yeah.
know, scores a
Beast.
great goal.
What a
great
cross
run.
by Willian as
Hello,
well.
have him
on that
too in
header.
fantasy.
If he starts the game, you tie
Great
this
cross. I mean, perfectly timed ball. And then the second goal.
It's just awareness, man.
But what
Spatial
about-
awareness.
but-
He flicks it on.
But
Knows that run
that's a
is
difficult
happening.
pass. The pass is coming in hard, and he flicks it on. Like, pops
Perfectly
it up,
cushioned. Yeah,
and Luis in stride one
that was a
time
nice finish.
Yeah.
Nice finish by Luis.
Left
with
foot.
9 guys.
Yeah.
So they're still. It shows they still have life.
And that shows where Luis's mind always is, because you always know as soon as the team's down 1-0, this dude becomes a 40. He reminds me of a guy I used to play with in high school and I learned in college, Gomes. This dude played stopper, and you'd look up and he's running offside, and you're like, dude, you're stopper, you're number 6. How are you running offside, dude? How are you getting that far?
We
up the
need
pitch?
to win.
It's ridiculous.
You know why, man? Because if I'm someone who's kind of play that position, you're free. I'll shut the mics there. You're free in that position. It's like, you need to stay back here, but like sometimes you can risk it. You can roll the dice. We lose the ball, but we went for a goal kick, you can jog back. But if you're losing its counterattack, you're fucked.
But to be running offside means you're making you run earlier than even the forwards making their
You're
run.
excited,
You know,
man.
like,
You're up
that's
there,
what I'm
man.
saying, though.
It's
That's
about that
reckless. If
Why are
Matic
you
was
in front
running
of me?
offside, I'd be a little
But when
worried.
it works.
Yeah, the few times it does.
You're like, oh my god, it worked. What the heck?
5-hole volley through the legs.
Gotta pick those
Nice
moments.
goal, man.
That's right.
Pick those moments.
All right, man of the match for this one. We didn't even really talk about him. How disrespectful.
Vokes.
Mr. Vokes with the doubles. And I think Tom was responsible for saying it on one of the previous apps, saying Vokes has goals in him. You never know with Sam Vokes.
You know, I was 1 year too early with him because I had him last year because I was excited because when he was with Wales playing with
Where?
Fuck you guys.
Wheels?
Well, I saw him in the Euros and I was like, oh, yo, this is the guy. This is the guy. And right before I picked up Gray from Burnley, I had Vokes. I was like, oh, he's gonna start. He's gonna score goals. And then Gray started. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna real quick switch this. Switch a Rooney.
Switch your Rooney. I see what you did there.
My man of the match is actually Morata. Just because
Okay.
Chelsea
Cool.
through
All
and through,
right,
you
that's
know.
weird, Blue.
Goal
He gave
and
him
assist.
life. Gave
Plays
him
only
pulse.
15 minutes and is extremely dynamic. I think he
productive.
has to start next game. He's your big signing. He shows he can do it. He's got to play. That's why he's had
Give him
2
the
games
ball,
to prove
coach.
it. Hasn't done it.
Yeah.
Nothing like your
It's time.
6 cards in your first game.
It's all right. Don't worry
Reckless team, man. Team without leadership, like you said, Huss.
Character issues.
A team with weird leadership.
Sam Vokes, man, has to be man of the match. Burnley, Tiki's boys, aim for that top 10 this year. Maybe
No.
they'll get it.
Top
No,
half.
they won't.
Maybe you throw some money on that.
They
you
won't.
know?
You know who's not getting it? Bournemouth. Tell you that much.
What?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, shots fired. Shots fired.
You like the cherries?
No, I like the
Down,
cherries.
down the cherries, not up the cherries.
I like the cherries. I'm
Eat
just
the cherries.
talking-
Cherries are
talking-
delicious.
Eat the cherries. Yeah, that would be Hussey's.
Yeah, cherries are
What's
delicious.
our motto, everybody? Eat the cherries. Eat the burgers.
Eat the meatball subs.
They're delicious.
Arsenal 4, Leicester City
What a
3.
game.
Again, bailed out
What a
by
game.
the one and only.
Olivier!
When in doubt, man, this is the guy you bring
Thank
off
God
the
Tom's
bench.
not here.
So disrespectful, but let's not take away
Dude,
the
West Ham want to
spotlight.
sign this guy. Everybody wants to sign this guy, and they're like, oh no, he'll
We're
come
not
off the
sure.
bench.
We're not sure.
15 million. Like, it's like, no, dude. Like, this is the guy.
He's legit, man. But not to jump too far ahead. Let's get into the man himself, the real number 9 brought in to make a difference. Scores 90 seconds into the game.
2 minutes in.
Lacazette.
It was a
legit.
great header. And then
Why was he so open? Is my question.
But you know what though? He finished the
movement.
ball. He finished it.
Yeah, and he finished
That
it.
was a tough one.
I
'cause he-
agree, but the defending was terrible.
But
It
no,
was,
take
but-
Great
advantage
finish.
of it.
Great-
Yeah.
But it was because of him.
Finish your
He made a great
chances.
play to,
Yeah.
to
And he
make
did.
the defense look silly.
Yeah.
His movement was
the
excellent.
movement was brilliant,
Yeah.
man.
So
And
give it to him.
This whole game, I mean, we made the meme about it. Like, this whole entire game was just a full season of emotions for Arsenal. Oh, we're gonna win the league, and then a couple minutes later, like 3 minutes later, it's like, oh, we're gonna lose. We're Wagner out.
Wagner.
Arsenal out.
Then it's we're gonna win the league again. Arsenal out. Oh, we're gonna definitely lose. Oh my God. Oh, we're gonna win the league.
All right, keep it going.
That's basically what it is for Arsenal fans, all throughout the year.
Yeah, I mean, high, low lows. You know what I mean now?
There were some high highs, low lows with the medium front moving in.
It's man's motto.
Potato.
Dude, they go up 1-0. It's looking like a hell of a start. It's gonna be a party in London town.
Woo! This guy worked out.
It's so early.
3
This
minutes
is the guy
later.
we needed.
3 minutes later,
Bang.
Gingy out jumps the crap out of Shaka.
Oh my God, he
Shaka
annihilated him.
Bodied by a little 5'5" Japanese fella.
Boom shaka.
But you know what? His goal celebration lacked a little bit. He was like, I want him to like get excited like he used to.
It was
Hey, did you
business,
see what I said in the
Huss.
podcast? I sent a Pikachu.
Oh yeah, so he's the best.
Oh, bro,
Shinji.
exactly.
Yeah, you see what I sent? Best striker in the league.
You love it.
He is Pikachu is nearly as electric as Okazaki. I think
yeah.
Okazaki has more electricity.
Yo, that guy runs so much.
How many times?
All game. I can't
Yes.
even understand.
I'm actually pissed because I have Iheanacho in fantasy, so I figured it would naturally be Iheanacho. But I guess didn't have a lot of play last year.
Fitness as
so
well.
you need time.
Yep.
But Okazaki scoring doesn't make a good case for him.
No.
You know, so.
In England too. England.
England.
In London too. You know, big stage. That's a big stage goal. That's his typical type of goal, hard-working goal. But Harry Maguire comes in right away,
This guy's
producing
awesome.
goals. This kid,
I saw it last year, man.
So
I think we
athletic,
all saw
right?
it last
At
year.
Hull?
On Hull.
I loved him.
he was.
Like, who's this giant of a man, like with the nice feet?
His
Dude,
man-marking
and he
ability
likes
is
to get
excellent.
forward.
Yeah.
He's always going forward too.
constantly, man, and he has a cannon of a shot
Yeah.
too.
The commentator said it. He's like, there goes Harry. He goes on the left wing again.
Harry Maguire.
Harry
Yep.
Maguire. My bad. He went twice down the side.
Yeah, man.
You know, like
He's a
center back.
baller,
What are you
dude.
doing up in the, the hazard
I'll
position?
take United in like 2 years, put him at left back.
I know the
Same
system
way
with
as Prime.
where they like the 4-4-2 or the 4-4-1-1 or whatever, and then Okazaki stays in. Then they bring in, it used to be Ujoa, but now it's going to be Iheanacho. But I could very well see them play a 4-3-1-2, have Vardy and Iheanacho up front, and then have Okazaki right behind him, just creating such a massive, just like. Confusion
So
for the
trident,
team.
yeah.
Maybe get some sort of loose ball and then pass the ball through, and then he could be coming into the box later than everyone else, and then just finish the shot.
How about
It's looking good for Leicester right now.
how about Vardy?
Vardy,
Go on,
dude.
Jamie.
I cannot believe.
on,
Got
Farid.
him.
Farid's
Got
what?
him.
Farid
Give me those.
is-
Give me those.
Not to jump too far ahead,
What
but
do you want,
Farid
Huss?
is leading
What do you want,
our
Huss?
fantasy league right now, I believe.
Suck it. Defoe, third round, still winning.
Defoe.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about,
That's how good I am.
go back to
I can't do this, guys.
Go
I
back to
can't-
PFC 174 to listen to it if you don't know what we're talking about. It was an epic move by Farid. Let's just say pay attention
Sneak peeks,
to who
bro.
he's drafting.
Oh my
Sneak peeks,
God.
bro.
When he's drafting.
Did my homework.
Did your homework?
Did my homework.
You literally said, I can't do this, man. I'm messed up. Like, I can't do this.
I had a tough time. And then Tiki gave me the tutorial, and I put it together. It's all good.
You cleaned
What
up.
happened after that?
Oh my God,
Doesn't take more than 3 seconds.
The picture of
Every
the
row,
episode
boom, got it, boom, done.
like, just
Move.
describes everything about that moment.
Get out of here.
Oh
It was
my God.
legendary stuff. But
First
Vardy
pick.
gets himself a brace, dude.
Oh, first
Is he
place.
back?
Second goal was class, bro.
It was, huh?
The flick on was just brilliant.
That was nice, man. But it goes back to the zonal marking argument of Arsenal
And Liverpool.
and
Zonal
Liverpool.
marking's so dumb.
We'll get into it.
So
I don't
dumb.
get it. He had a free run, free jump, and a free header. The closest person to him was Monreal, who was an arm's length away from him. A guy who's, 5'8", 5'10" at the most, going against one of the most prolific scorers in the last couple of years in the EPL. There's no chance you're going to win that, ever.
I think the zonal is so dumb on the corner pieces because you'll probably have numbers against the offense because it'll keep 1 to 3 players back
They're
for
always
defense.
+1 in the back, yeah.
So I prefer man-to-man. Everyone just, look, it's a man versus man matchup. Don't let him out-push you. You push him, and then you have one floater.
And there are some teams who can pull off a zonal. I think if you're Man United, you can arguably pull off a zonal.
Breaking news. Sorry, guys, to interrupt, but
It's unbelievable.
I was checking the fantasy real quick, and I was just curious. And then Farid's like, "Oh, because he was doing well in the draft, so we wanted to see where he was." So I'm scrolling down.
You can see that?
I'm scrolling down. I keep scrolling. Farid is currently 50 out of 50 in EPL
last
fantasy.
place, man.
Damn,
I'm in
dude.
last place.
No, no. We have like 81 people in our, or something like
Well,
that.
some people are tied for the same position. You know.
I'm
You
in
know what,
50th.
it might be your other team.
Go to
Your
go to next
Chelsea
page.
team.
Go to next page.
It's next. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because each page has 50.
Oh, sorry, Farid. 50 out of 73. So it's not that bad.
It's still terrible.
He's not
not
great.
good.
He's definitely not great.
I mean, that's Farid where he belongs, right? He's in the basement.
That's what he
That's where
does.
you live. You
That's
feel
what he
at
does.
home right there.
Always has
Make a later
something-
rival.
Hey, you know what?
How's the draft going?
I'll look at that. Wait, I'm trying to find me in this.
Yo, let's get back to the game. Let's all focus.
All right, they got me off. They started talking.
I know.
Oh,
Al
No.
with the turn.
That was just breaking news, man. Sorry, I had to break it. I thought Farid was in last. False alarm. My fault.
I'm in 36th. That's not better.
Arsenal,
Okay, sorry.
Leicester. What do you think? Let's go.
Terrible defending. Outscore them. Kind of attitude. Bring on Olivier. Bring on Aaron Ramsey. 2 guys come on and sub. That's where the game has changed. That's where Craig Shakespeare loses the game. His substitution doesn't work. Brings on Iheanacho. They give up 2 goals right away.
They ran out of steam, man. But
I know.
this is Arsenal again showing that character that I hate to see them
And
employ.
Sanchez, you see
'Cause they never
Sanchez?
had this in them. They never had these late goals in them ever. In the last 3 years, I'll say they've been doing it consistently against United last year, specifically. Giroud with the header. But yeah, man, this is a team that you can't go to sleep on. They're gonna fight to the end. Because a lot of guys like Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's not a happy guy over there. So he's playing for himself. He fuck his team. It seems like he doesn't care. So he's gonna play to the final whistle. You get guys in there that really power this team through. And then Giroud with the typical goal, the trademark late sub goal.
Dude, he's holding a shirt, and his shirt is being held. And
It's a wrestling match.
And he goes bar down in to win.
He's a beast.
But it looked like Leicester had this game.
He's one of the
and it's
best.
foolish.
He's one of the best poachers right now. I think
Yeah.
in the game.
But last
Agreed.
year, talk about Leicester, man, they weren't scoring goals. It was a problem to put the ball in the net. Jamie Vardy didn't score till January. Really, he started scoring goals. He's already has 2 now, up to a great start.
Go on, fantasy.
It's gonna be a better season for Leicester. Maybe 10th place or up. They should aim for at least 10th. With the season they had last year, relegation battle.
See, it's hard to blame Shakespeare for this match because he only has so many people to put in. But I mean, he took out Okazaki and James. Those 2 players in the middle, they were outstanding. The way they pressed the ball, the way they tackled. I mean, Ndidi did well tackling.
What else does he have?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You
Andy
can't.
King, Slimani.
Well, that's what I'm
Chilwell.
saying. There's not many people that you can put in because they were getting tired. But that's the fact of a top tier team with all the money in the world versus a team that doesn't have all the money in the world.
Yeah, I mean, they bring on Walcott, Ramsey, and Giroud.
Yeah,
Those are all first team starters in another club.
Yeah,
So
easily.
But and you
Definitely.
also show faith in your youngster Gray. You show faith in Iheanacho, and then Amati. He was there last year. You expected Amati to do a little bit better in the middle, and he just didn't.
But if this is the season Arsenal's going to have, Arsenal's not going to finish in the top 4, man. You
No.
can't
No,
afford
that's
to go
the
down.
beautiful thing to take away from this game. Because yes, there was a great comeback and they showed character, but you conceded 3 goals to a team that couldn't put the ball in the net last year, and they had you until the 83rd minute.
I'm gonna rep for Tom right now, bro. Sead Kolasnik.
I like that guy.
Yo.
He's real. He's real.
Robot.
Robot.
That's a robot.
Yeah, that's a robot.
He's
But
so
you
nice,
got- but
so
then you
effective.
have Monreal at center back.
Do you see the Maradona?
And then you have Rob.
That was
But then you
dirty.
have Rob Holding, right center back. You have Rob Holding, brand new to the league last year, barely played. Now you get to trust him in the back 3. Monreal, a left back, playing center back.
El Nene.
Well, look,
El
Elneny
Nene,
had
he didn't play last year.
he had a decent
Elneny
game.
played well, man.
But-
he
but-
got the assist.
But
as
you're
well.
not
Two in a
going.
row.
But you're
Two
not
games in a
going
row
to
is
win the
quite well.
league with that type of player, though.
No.
You're not even going to come in top 4 if
That's
he's
the
starting
thing.
week in, week out.
It's not
But you
about-
don't know,
it's-
man. If he plays better this year than he was last year, he's a good player. He just didn't play well last year.
He's a good player coming off the bench for now. He's not a good player for a top 4 team.
You don't know that yet, is my point, man.
I mean,
he
I
could
would
be blossoming right now. We don't know. He's played 2 games in a row against tough competition, and he's looked
We need to
brilliant.
give him, you judge him after 2 seasons.
Yeah, let's
If
give
he
him
fails-
2
if he
to
fails
3
after 2,
seasons.
it's like, all right, this guy was a hoax.
Yeah, he's looking really good this year.
You hate
energy,
Firmino.
He's making tackles.
I
He's
hate him
making
because I hate
movement.
him.
no, you started judging him right away, not 2 seasons.
Yeah, because he had that dumb trash bag looking haircut.
No, what about?
Like,
Then you guys
the
teeth
last
whitening
thing.
looks good.
Huh?
Still hate him. It's been before 2 seasons.
Yeah, match.
But
I don't know
Xhaka
what you're
gets
talking
2 assists, man. Xhaka looking good, but the 2 goals, he caused 2 goals as well.
Yeah.
So it's up and down with this guy.
No, Francis Coquelin, I think it looked better. I think it looked better without him.
Coquelin what?
Without him. I think they're better without him.
I don't hate him too much, Coquelin.
I don't either, but I think that El Nene does a better job than him in this game.
Yeah.
Which I think
well,
has
man.
been a problem.
Arsenal shows heart, digs deep.
But Leicester, addressed their weaknesses in the offseason by getting Harry Maguire. This is a great guy for Leicester. I think they complement each other. And Iheanacho.
They got proven Premier League guys instead of guys from Spain.
Maguire's only played 1 year, but you can see the promise in this guy, and he's
and Gray. They picked up Gray too.
Yeah, picked up Gray.
Maguire's looking better than Matic. Matip.
And he's only 24 years old, so he's still relatively young. He's like a late Frank Lampard guy into the league. Didn't peak till he was early 20s. 23, 24.
And shout out to Riyad Mahrez, guy who has come out and said he wants to leave Leicester, but has been a model professional.
Dude, he sucks.
The manager.
He doesn't do anything anymore.
He had an assist.
He had an assist.
Yeah, dude, he played well, man.
Give me 5 points.
And he played well.
Mahrez played well, and he's a guy who said he wants to leave Leicester.
He's got to do more.
He needs better pieces.
Yeah, you think about Mahrez 2 years ago.
For $50 million, I think he's got to do more.
Of course.
That's the going rate for him right now.
They're banking off it 2 years ago.
I know. I don't know if that's warranted anymore.
No.
With the right squad, maybe.
One more year, you're looking at 25 to 30 mil for him.
That's what Arsenal should sign him and let Sanchez go.
Man,
I don't know about that.
Man
You
of the
just
match.
dropped.
The match. Hussey, go. Get over with.
Vardy, 2 goals, even though they lost.
Olivier Giroud, man. This guy subs on, scores the game winner. Does his job.
Giroud, man,
Me too.
buzzer beater.
Up you go, big nose.
Oh my god, I felt for Schmeichel. Schmeichel, as he hits the ball, slaps the ball out. Oh my god, I was like, come on.
That sucked.
That's where he's like, I cannot believe I'm on this team. No, he doesn't say it like that, but I'm like,
well, look, he might be earmarked for Man United. Once De Gea goes, there's more and more rumors about him.
He's a great player.
He is, man.
He made some special
saves. He plays the
saves.
high line. He's good with the ball.
Great with the ball, man. His long ball distribution's on deck.
Yeah,
and
pings.
That's what De Gea does as well.
He made some great saves as well.
He did. He does, man.
He always
He's a
has
great
saves,
goalie.
man. It's not about what he has, what he has
And
in addition to his saves.
Van der Sar came over to United when he was 35, 34.
34.
He was old. And he had some of his best years at Man United.
Yep.
Schmeichel, in his opinion, says Van der Sar is the best United goalie, after him.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
He was unbelievable.
Van der
He's
Sar
one of the
was a
best.
cat.
Raw.
In my opinion, he's the best of all time.
He's one of, no doubt. I mean, he came into the Premier League from Ajax, joined Fulham when he was after he won.
Dude, that's
after he won the Eurysdi.
That's where he.
The funny thing is though, he went to Juve, and then Juve signs Buffon, and it was Van der Sar, Buffon. Imagine having that dilemma.
That's a
But
nice
then Buffon beat him out, and then he played
he's
there
Italian
for
as
20
well.
years. Yeah, and Italian. So Eddie had to get out of there. But just imagine.
Yeah.
Unreal, man. Watford 3, choke artist Pools.
The team to watch.
3.
I told you, Watford's the team to watch.
You called it.
They're a good team. They got a new manager. They play a new style of football.
Getting relegated.
This could
Exciting game.
This could be thinking positively. This could be a best case scenario for Liverpool because they need a team like Watford to make a statement versus them. Just so Liverpool, FSG, whatever they are, Fenway Sports Group and Klopp. No, I'm just so infuriated about this whole thing. But
that's all, folks.
FSG and Klopp, they just need to actually sit down and look, we need to make signings. It's so pathetic what they have done in the transfer market.
Guys, in case you don't know, the FSG sounds like, some mob,
Fenway Sports
Russian.
Group. They own the Boston Red Sox. They only care about the Boston Red Sox.
It's the Fenway Sports Group who are owners of Liverpool and the Red Sox. So FSG, loves to use that acronym.
But it's just one of those things. It's like the Red Sox is like their child and Liverpool's like their stepchild. That they're like, oh, we'll give you something, but we're not going to really care about you. But, I mean, you see the problem.
Is that what it's like?
You see with Lallana and
the Lallana
and the Coutinho out, you see zero creativity. I mean, actually, no. Emery Can showed some creativity with the flick.
Oh, you don't like it?
No.
You know what?
No.
Not that good.
No, but the
Henderson in.
But you saw the flaws with Henderson, Chan, and Wijnaldum in the middle. You saw the you had three dudes that can run.
I'd rather have Lallana.
That's what I'm saying. If you listen, you will learn.
I don't listen.
My God, that's what I'm saying. With those three dudes out there, you have muscle, athleticism, and you can pass, but you don't have that create. You don't have that Lallana, Coutinho, Iniesta style where you don't have that dude, David Silva. David Silva, brother. No, but I'm saying David
Xavi,
Silva as well, where you
Iniesta.
don't have that dude that's just, or Fabregas even, that will make that special pass. Chan had a very nice flick, like I said. He had a very good game, but at the same time, it's like
you have Mane,
at the-
Firmino, and
at
Salah.
the
How can
first-
you complain about creativity?
because there wasn't, because they need the ball distributed to them. They don't have the guy in the middle, which Coutinho will or Lallana will be.
They're playing long balls.
That's what I'm saying. There was no There was no creativity in the middle. You're agreeing with me. You're agreeing with me.
I am agreeing with you.
Okay.
But I mean, you don't need someone so creative. You just
Yes,
have
you do.
someone pass the ball to their feet. Have them chip to the
Messi
ball.
and Neymar needed Iniesta in the middle.
No, the club needs to adapt his style and realize that he's at Liverpool and you
Yeah.
can't play fucking Dortmund football or Barcelona football at Liverpool.
No.
He needs to suck it up.
Shots.
I need a new back line.
Stop playing zonal.
Black line.
Oh my God, the zonal.
I
I
need a
mean,
new black line.
one of the commentators said the stat of how 1/3 of Liverpool goals came from set pieces
I
since
believe
Klopp
that.
came in.
That's
And-
an Arsenal problem too.
And when it comes down to it,
Zonal.
again, zonal. Come on. I mean, they got unlucky.
And nobody on the post.
They got unlucky.
Zonal and not on the post.
They got unlucky with the third goal
English
because
basics.
the third Watford goal was offsides, and it's just one of those things that it is what it is.
You know what it is, man? It's struggling foreign managers who, man, a corner kick in the EPL, just ask Chris Smalling, is a wrestling match. It has not much to do with winning the defending the ball.
Well, we have
it has more
Birdman,
to do with
Matip.
defending yourself,
Don't get
defending your
If you
player.
get pushed out of the way, you fall, and they win the ball, you failed. So
Dude,
you just
they're-
need to stand up. Go
Never
man,
mind
leg
stand
for
up,
leg,
just
yeah.
fucking bear hug him.
Yeah.
Bear hug him, hold him, tug him. You saw Olivier Giroud getting in a battle to win the corner. He's tugging and getting tugged. No one gets called. And even if he hadn't scored that goal, there's no PK call there.
No.
You know what I mean? There's no free kick going out either. It's part of the EPL game. So Klopp comes in, being a German manager in the Bundesliga, which is a pretty physical league, but there's no there aren't as much physical contact on set pieces as there is in the EPL. So he goes into zonal. You can't do that, man, especially when you're a short team. If you're a team, I think you can get away with zonal. If you zone
Firmino's on the 6-yard box.
Exactly, man. So you got to have all your shortest guys have to be just those annoying bugs against the tall players. Just tug his shirt, hit his hip, give him a hip check as he's about to go up. Something, man. Just throw off his jumping ability.
I think
It's ridiculous.
I think Klopp is just too.
Okaka's a beast.
You got to have a man
he's
on
a
him.
giant.
Someone jump on his back, please.
And
Hold
he was
8 minutes in.
uncontested. It was a free header.
8 minutes in, Liverpool concedes. What have we been
Ridiculous.
saying all offseason? Liverpool hasn't addressed the defense.
But even
Where's
so,
Matip in there? He's all tall.
Moreno?
weak.
yeah, well,
all game?
thing is, Carragher
Thought that was
came
like
out.
Moreno.
no,
Thought they were selling him.
Carragher was talking about that the first goal, and he was saying how
They sell Moreno?
even with Virgil in there, it would made no difference because it's the tactics,
Yeah.
not so much the players. And then even at the second goal or something, you have Matip, or I think it might have been second or third goal, but Matip's like, "Come on, let's go." But when you look at Matip, he's not that intimidating. He's a dude that's 6'5",
Super skinny.
200 pounds.
Doesn't like contact.
Because if he's trying to be the guy that's getting people worked up, it's like if you look at him, it's like you're not gonna really be afraid of him. You need someone in their face that's afraid.
It's his style
that,
of play too.
It's
his
like,
style of play doesn't
it's
dictate
pretty.
that either.
But-
and he looks like a bird.
But the thing is, you're not gonna be as a teammate. Yeah, you hear it, but you're not gonna be. We're talking about Roy Keane earlier because I've been watching a lot. I've watched 8 hours worth of Roy Keane documentaries in the last 1 or 2 days. But the thing was, he got into people's faces. He actually got the message across by just saying, "Let's go, let's go." That's not getting the message across. You need to go to people individually.
Let's go,
if you need.
Liverpool.
You have
Let's go,
to. You have to make sure that
Liverpool.
people look you in the eye and know
Oh,
that you're
man.
serious. That they're afraid that if they fuck up, either the manager or you are coming for them at all points. They have to have that little monkey on their back because if they mess up, they can't
Little
be
Hussey
like,
on your back?
no, they can't go, "Oh, I'm okay." It is what it. No, leave. You're not on this team if you're not gonna be at the highest level.
The funny thing.
So,
the funny-
Coutinho, leave.
The funny thing
You're
about
too
this
good.
game
He's at
is
the, no.
You're too good for this level?
He's at the highest level, so you stay.
No, he's at Liverpool.
Yeah, he's at the highest level, so
See
he
what I did
stays.
there? You see what I did there?
Hey,
Yeah, we tied, you lost.
The funniest thing about this game is that
We finished with 11 people.
other than Okaka scoring a goal
Overrated.
in the eighth
Still lost.
minute. Liverpool equalized with Mane in the 29th minute. So
Great
it
goal.
was a
Great
goal.
goal, by the way.
First of all, great build up, great flicks, incredible finish.
That's what Liverpool can do. That's where they're dangerous.
But after that, I was like, all right, Liverpool's a blip, early goal. We know they have shit defense. They're gonna win this game. You know what I mean? and then Decore scores a goal, and it's like, wait, it's all right. This really is Liverpool. But even at 3-2, it's like, all right, they're gonna win this game. Or they
Yeah, I
should.
didn't. I felt I had
But
butterflies
see,
in my
that's
stomach.
the feeling. Why do you have that feeling?
20 minutes left, I'm
Why
thinking,
do you have that feeling?
oh crap, I just want this game to be done. It's like sometimes
it's a tough feeling to be in, man.
Because a lot of times I notice it because I'll be watching games like, oh, I just want this game to have like 10, 15, 20 more minutes just so I can get fantasy points. This was the first time I'm like,
just blow the whistle.
End. I don't care about fantasy anything. Just end. I don't care. And then they got the goal because after, the flick was nice, Salah coming in. That's great. That's awesome. But you're like a half a head monster. You have a front of the face, but you have nothing in the back. It's just frustrating that everyone, because you have the front part, the front offensive players that are doing so well, then you have the back line that sucks so much. They suck so much.
Half a head monster.
You have the front of the face, but nothing in the back.
But a half a head monster.
Yeah, they're like the opposite of like a mullet. Is it front, party, and back?
I'm in such a cramp right now.
Oh my god, it's just insane because everyone has known since Brendan Rodgers that the back line is a mess, and they've had like 7 years to fix it.
Not according to Klopp.
Well,
he's the best five.
I think he's doing a Jose. He's doing a Jose moment where he's just trying to make these people feel well. Everyone knows that he knows. Like, come on. Dude, that's why they're trying to sign Virgil.
One of my quiet players to watch. I think he had a solid performance.
Tom Cleverley.
No.
Moreno.
Hell no. Moreno.
Chalobah.
Moreno. I think there was a specific reason he wasn't sold.
There's a specific reason why they scored Watford because he went in for a challenge, missed it, and then they got the ball to the outside. They swung it across and scored.
Milner comes on, still stays at center mid, leaves Moreno out there. I think he's the guy. Look, man.
That gives up goals? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I mean, they make mistakes, man. They make mistakes.
Every game?
No, because he doesn't play every game.
But every game that he plays, I feel like he makes a mistake.
He's offensive, though, man. That's the difference.
Dude, he's going to shake it off, man.
He's like a midfield that's not good enough for midfield, so they put him as center. I mean, outside back.
You know what it is? He's a wing back.
You have nobody else to play.
He's a wing back.
You know the left-footed,
Well, Robinson.
If you played 3 at the back and you played him at left wing back, he would be far more productive, in my opinion.
Yes. But then again, we need defenders to play in the 3 back.
Well, that's not my fault.
And they need to go sign like 2 to 3 more players.
You got Klopp.
Yeah, you know what? Klopp, you're a defender. Why don't you go out there?
He play forward.
Put Karius out there.
I think if you put Phil Jones and Matip next to each other, that'd be a decent pairing because Phil Jones just body the shit out of people.
Yeah, but he would get a lot of yellow cards, I feel like.
He'd get the same amount on any other team.
Yeah, to a point, I guess.
Okay, where are we, man? Like,
we're back at the beginning.
No, I don't
like
know.
that.
I hate this game. Like, I just hate everything about this because everyone knew
what
was going to happen, and it happened.
Yep.
Now what are you going to do? You have 2 weeks to fix this. If they do not make one more signing this year, they do not make top 4. They might not make top 5.
Hey, by the way, can we talk about Mignolet's attempt at the shot in the 94th minute? What the hell was that, dude? He hit it into the goal.
What, the shot blocking?
I thought he could have saved that.
No. The dude was offsides. He stopped him from going over.
It was an obscure
and
angle.
Then he brought his hand over, but the guy got in the way of trying, and the guy just headed the ball.
It hit the defender, and then went onto Mignolet's hand.
Yeah.
There's no way he could have saved that. No one in the world saves that, dude.
Good goal, then.
But, yeah.
It's a good goal.
Solid goal.
No, it's not a good goal. It's an offside goal.
It was blasted, hit the bar, and went in.
Yeah, it just pinged off everyone and went in. Yeah.
It's a bummer that, again, Liverpool is fallen to victim to the offsides losing or tying a game because of it. It feels like a loss.
Do you want technology, video tech? That's a quick review of a goal.
I've always been on the
I'm in by the way.
VT.
Put me in there.
And when it comes down to it, I'm happy. I'm happy. Maybe depending on what they do in the next 2 weeks of the transfer season, I'm happy that this happened because it woke them up. Hopefully, cool. If it doesn't, it's meaningless. This game's meaningless. Season's meaningless if they don't sign anybody in the next 2 weeks.
Who's your man of the match?
Nobody. No. Who's that? 1 second.
I'm gonna
Salah for me. Draws the penalty, scores the 3rd goal. Brilliant
just productive,
debut.
Working hard,
shows the speed,
never hiding,
not shy.
Yeah, if you can hold on to him. And if you can hold on to Coutinho and have Coutinho playing with him and Mane as options wide, Firmino in front of him, this team is solid, man. Offensively, again, that's great, but they still need to buy.
They have trouble signing players.
Yeah,
bottom line,
they do.
They have trouble attracting talent to the club.
Because they haven't won in a long time. You need an FA Cup. You need a League Cup.
The unsurety.
Something.
Like, are you going to be Champions League? Are you going to be here? I don't want to sign a 4-year deal and be stuck in Europa.
Yeah.
You
had Fernando Torres when he was hot. You know, you had Luis Suarez when he was hot. Like
people know that.
They actually bought Luis Suarez before he was hot. That's why they got him.
No, but I'm saying like they had him when he was like peaking, and they still didn't win silverware. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like it's unfortunate.
Sorry, I slipped.
That slipped. Changed the fate of the club.
I have Roberto Firmino as my man of the match.
Nice shout.
But Liverpool playing Hoffenheim this week on Tuesday.
Champions League qualifier.
Oh my God! If Coutinho's not playing, they lose.
As much as I want Liverpool to lose this game, you know, I think I want them to win both these legs, so that they do go into the group, and then it just gets a more drawn out process. You know, they maybe
they get more money, which is nice.
What are you gonna do with it? Not buy anybody? Cool.
Hopefully they do. But the thing is, hopefully they do.
Then you finish third in group stage, going to Europa. That's another drawn-out process. You get depleted. You don't have depth.
That's true.
Also, I want you to have the longest season.
You're gonna slow bleed them.
Slow bleed. But if they do make the Champions League, Coutinho is more bound to stay then as well.
That's the other tough thing, man. That game is so important. Man.
It could.
But if him and it could be the deal breaker.
Yeah. Without him and Lallana, I don't know how they're going. I mean, Hoffenheim, like they're a decent team.
Yeah.
Liverpool's a decent team. This is such a 50-50 right now in my mind. Like you could literally flip a coin and be like, okay, that's what I'm going for.
I got a little news. This just in. Neymar just got an assist to Cavani.
Cavani finished the ball? Wait.
He's playing right now.
Yeah, he scored 50 goals last year.
He just got his
with
first
180 shots.
Yeah, you got to see this through pass. It's sublime.
What is it? How do you pronounce his dream comp or whatever? Is playing PSG. Yeah, look it up.
I don't know if actually. I got nothing for
League
you, bro.
Neymar on his debut is productive already.
Yes. Showing his
Do you man of the match yet?
Yeah.
Okay, my man of the match. I can't say the guy's name.
James Miller?
Abdoulaye. Decor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's nice.
He got a goal, but not only that, he annihilated the Liverpool midfield. There was no midfield. Man, it was basically, it was legitimately 4-3-3. There was no intertwining. I mean, Firmino came back sometimes, but Watford had control of the midfield, and it was sad to watch in the first half because Liverpool looked like they were running with one leg, basically.
Love it. Next game, a team who looked like they were on their way to choking, but ended up digging it out. Brighton, Hove, and Albion 0, Man City 2. Aguero gets the breakthrough after a freaking mistake by the Brighton player.
The world's most expensive defender is on the field today. You get to see Pep in his new.
Who's that?
His new club.
He's the world's most expensive.
Kyle Walker.
There you go.
No Mendy though today. Shocking. Danilo plays on the left.
He's hurt. Mendy's coming off some strain. He hasn't played really all preseason.
But I love the Jesus and Aguero combo. It's so deadly.
It's dangerous.
That's what you have to do. If you have two forwards that are that good, play both of them.
Dude, just like Rashford and Lukaku.
Listen, I'm telling you, I think that's what Chelsea should do. Play Batshuayi and Morata together.
That's a good idea.
Pedro, Hazard, and then you have Willian. Willian still plays, but the other two are out.
3-5-2.
That's what you have to do.
3-5-2, yeah.
Willian can play centrally. Did it when he was at what's the club? Shakhtar. When he was there.
Killed United there.
But he played through the middle.
He played number 10, yeah.
It
was
weird.
Shooting from like 30, 40 yards. He was killing it.
You have that ability in him, and I think, I don't know. We're talking about Chelsea now. I take it back. I did a Hussey.
Let's be fair, though. Before the 70th minute, there were multiple chances that Brighton had on goal that they just missed. And we have to also remember that I was going to make a meme yesterday with Brighton. It's the players and their stadium.
It's worth less.
Were, I think, 144 million pounds. That's 3 players on City.
Yeah.
Literally. I actually saw they made 5 signings this year. I just took the top 3, and they're 150 million.
You know what?
There are 3 players, more than all of Brighton and their stadium.
You know what I think is the most important thing that goes underrated? Vincent Kompany played 90 minutes in this game.
A solid 90 minutes, too. He had that overhead kick when he had to
no
clear
questions.
the ball. I was worried about his knee,
When you have a guy like that...
There goes the hamstring or the groin or something, man, but he got back up.
Yeah, when you have a guy like that who plays center back, it changes the dynamic of the entire team. It's like having Sergio Ramos at Real Madrid. The guy can score in the 90th minute. He's a powerful ball-winning defender. It changes the dynamic.
Yeah, now you have your captain back, captain of the club. You have a guy who's won the Premier League before.
Stones look?
You have Aguero out there.
How'd Stones look?
Stones look solid, man. Like I was telling you guys. Like,
he's good. I said it. I was on the team.
As soon as Pep said, look, guys, this guy's going to be special, Pep sees him every day, man, and Pep has identified talent across the world. If Pep says, no, this guy's worth the investment, there's something there, guys. I know he just
has to learn the Pep system. That's what it is.
And that's the best system to learn under, because then he can go implement it anywhere in the world, because it's so complicated. If you can learn Pep's system, you can learn any other system in the world.
It's not just football, it's
all up here. It's movement. When you're attacking, the center backs jump up and become the D mids. The full backs tuck in to become the center backs.
He basically wants his center backs to be as intelligent as the opposing center mid.
10. Yeah, as a number 8, number 10.
You have to be. Everybody in the field has to be a number 6. Yeah. You have to be able to play defense and offense.
Absolutely, it's beautiful, that's what it is. Man. That's why he's my favorite manager. I love Jose. I think Jose's perfect for United. But Pep, as far as if I could study with someone, over an extended period of time, it would be Pep. Dude.
What do you do?
He breaks it down. Let me watch you every day for a season.
I heard it's a lot of the zonal.
Yep.
It's a lot of he puts cones on the field to make this is your quadrant.
Yeah.
If we lose the ball, you stay here. You never go there.
Exactly.
I don't care what happens.
Bill Belichick,
don't go there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you always stay exactly where he wants you for that counterattack or that whatever he sees.
Exactly.
Wherever he sees the weakness in the defense. It's a chess match.
It's brilliant, man. And Brighton did well to have Man City stalemated for so long. They had their chances, like we said, but that casual turn and casual attempt at a pass by Stevens causes Aguero to intercept the ball.
Shocking.
And
you left the ball completely exposed. You turn in so lethargically, casual.
And then he tries to casually flick past it. No, dude.
He was toast. There's no way he was getting back that ball.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But,
man.
they play such a good game, and then you have one slip like that, but you can't turn up for a second.
And that's the Premier League.
How about the second goal? Great finish.
Oh my God, that guy. Bad positioning.
Dude, absolutely.
That's just bad positioning. You get more behind him.
And what's the keeper doing? He's trying to catch it?
Yeah.
Just block it, son.
Yeah.
Keep your arm down and let it bounce off of you.
Exactly.
Keep it out. Stop.
I thought the goalie had a good game.
He did, man.
Did, but
that second goal.
Australia.
No, the second goal.
I'm talking about, right?
The ball went through his arms.
Yeah, he made it.
Literally, the one thing that he's supposed to do, he didn't do.
Yeah, dude, it happens, man.
I know it happens.
But he made saves, man.
Yeah.
He made saves.
Definitely did.
The game could have been a lot worse.
Welcome to the Prem.
But yeah, that's
Brighton looked a whole lot better than Newcastle. I'll tell you that.
Brighton were essentially just playing kick and run.
Geordies are good.
Oh, they were just kind of.
They were defending. No, when they got the ball, they were able to move forward.
Dog, Hussey. They're playing on the break, but a lot of times they're getting the ball and just giving it right back to Man City.
Yeah, but I think that was more of them trying to play soccer, and they just weren't good enough. Man City was pressing, but they weren't. There wasn't a lot of hoofed balls.
Man. I think United and Man City today, two best teams from the weekend. They both had the same amount of possession, probably. It seems a lot of the ball, they dominated the play. As soon as they lost it, they got it back. Is what you do with the ball in that time span. And I think the formation of City had something to do with their lack to score early, and that was Danilo playing left wing.
Yeah,
he started with Kyle Walker, who I thought was brilliant on the right. He wasn't even playing right fullback; he was playing just right winger, essentially a winger. Danilo was the other on the left.
Well, that's what happens when Pep gets to play his system. Your fullbacks become wing backs. Not even wing backs. Your fullbacks become wingers, and you become 4 cross.
But you saw the difference.
I understand, but you got Sane and Sterling on the bench.
You saw the difference when Sane came in.
When
they scored 2 goals when Sane, they almost scored them immediately. Yeah, 68th minute Sane comes in, then
I think that
70th and 75th.
It was a weak team, Brighton, so he's testing out Danilo's ability to play on the left wing.
I agree with you on that.
He knows what Sane can do. Everyone knows what Sterling can do. But can Danilo play that left wing?
He didn't think he would need him,
Yeah. But it almost didn't work out, but they still
Fernandinho is a player for them that plays that Matic, Conte
he's
role.
He's the he's the younger Yaya.
I mean, he gets the assist on that second goal. I mean, the own goal, anyways, because of hustle.
Yeah.
Nothing flash. No amazing
Just
play.
Save it
Works hard,
out of
wins the
bounds.
ball, and then swings it in right away.
Yep.
No dicking around with the ball. Get it across.
Yeah.
And it creates an opportunity.
But we also have to remember that. Look, Proper came from Ajax, good, and then Gross came from Bundesliga. 2 years in a row, he became the most creative player in the league, or had the most creative passes. But we have to remember that
the Pirate 11.
Brighton was playing without their best player, Knockaert. He was the championship player of the season last year. March, who was a youth product of theirs, he was playing. There were multiple times where I saw March, probably 2 times that he got a ball, played, and he either didn't run the right way or just didn't hustle all the way. He wasn't the best player in the team, basically.
Yeah,
so when Brighton's
he's 20,
but at the same time
he's 20.
But I know that's why I said he's a youth product.
March.
But again, with Knockout, if he's the best player in the whole championship last year, scoring I think 15 goals, something like that, free kick specialist with Gross as well, he's going to be doing a lot more damage for Danilo than March.
Definitely.
And that's Brighton is actually looking maybe. I know Huddersfield won against Palace, but I think Brighton might be the sneaky pick of the 3 promoted teams to stay up because they made 2 great signings.
Their keeper played well too.
Yeah.
They denied a lot of goals from his City.
Australian goal,
and they could have won.
See him this summer in the Confederations Cup. He did pretty solid.
Because imagine if Brighton got one of those goals that just went wide.
Yeah.
Then they sit back. They could have got a 1-1.
They were pinging.
They were afraid. They weren't afraid.
Mistake, yeah.
They weren't afraid, and that's the best thing you can get from a promoted team. You can't be afraid of players that you saw play week in, week out on the television.
And like you said, you only lost 2-0. That's something you can walk away proud
You played
with,
Man City, a team that spent
Guardiola.
over 200 million this
Very
summer.
well could be the Premier League champs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man of the match for this one, I'm going to give it to Aguero. Of course, when you need a goal, this is the guy you go to.
Wish he passed that ball to Jesus. He's wide open on the left side. Would help me out fantasy-wise. Oh, we forgot about that. Jesus, the handball. Got the yellow card. At first, live time, I was like, wait, why is he getting a yellow card? I didn't even say the
That was a great observation by Michael Oliver, huh? That's
you know what?
The best in the
league.
What?
Gotta give a little
I don't like
Michael Oliver. Gotta give
Michael.
credit where it's due. That was huge. And how far away was he when he saw that? I didn't see it, and we got an up close version on TV.
Just put on a camera, and we don't have to deal with the referees.
That's true.
You want everything robot?
Team Tiki. Team Tiki.
No, Team Robot.
Let the robot run it.
Bring
Get
it
rid
on.
of the linesman too.
No need.
Everything's there's a screen that flashes. Wow. The game stops.
Players don't stop to get tased. Oh shit! Get back in position.
I got David Silva.
Roll the ball.
I got David Silva as well.
As my man of the match.
Yes.
Dude, that haircut, by the way.
For the snappy new do he's got going
The
on
pep?
there. Yeah, the pep Guardiola.
Yeah, can I get the pep real quick?
But for that ball he played into Aguero that led to the goal. One time snap pass is on a.
He's
on
the
a grass
Mata
level.
Fabregas. He's that kind of player.
And also I just want to shout out Chris Hughton back in the league managing Brighton, Hove and Albion. Brighton, Hove and Albion. Brighton, Hove and Albion. Yeah.
Who cares? They're gonna be relegated.
Brighton and Hove
No, they're not.
Albion. But no, Spurs guy. Behind the scenes, Newcastle.
He was at Norwich before.
He's an old school man.
Yeah.
It's good to
He's
see.
a
He was
hell
never
of
the
a
manager, though.
manager.
He's always like the assistant or the caretaker, but now he's got his own gig. So it's curious. See what he can do.
I mean, even before the game, Brighton played Atletico Madrid in just a friendly, and they looked pretty good. They did end up losing, but again, Atletico Madrid, they're looking dangerous. And if they played Crystal Palace rather than Huddersfield, I think they might have got a win.
I mean, the X-Men?
Newcastle 0, Tottenham 2. Another game that was frustrating, but the difference here being the young punk, John Joe Shelby.
Oh, my God.
Right in front of the ref.
Thinking he's back in the
So
90s
dumb.
where there are no multiple camera angles, where the refs aren't trained
I still
so
like him.
well.
I still like him.
Nah,
He might get away
Well-
with that in the championship.
exactly.
Not here. Not in the EPL.
Nah, he's a good player and all, but he's an idiot.
When he wants to be, he's a mess.
He's got no mentality. He's got.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
Head
still like him.
case.
He's a weird-looking
known,
guy.
He's known
He's
for
awesome.
getting yellows and reds.
Yeah.
I mean, not every day,
And
but
crushing people.
He's got it in his game. So he has a foul. You're watching from 2 feet away. He's walking close to the guy. You know he's gonna step on him or something. You saw it right away.
It was ridiculous.
Dumb. From there, the game's over.
Yeah,
No,
right
no, it
there
wasn't.
it was over.
I mean,
I think it was, man. If Newcastle had 11
Mental.
men,
the
they
commentator
could have held
said
on.
themselves, man. The commentator said themselves. It was, they still had 10 guys behind the ball on all those goals.
Let's not forget that.
They still had their shape. They still had.
Yeah, but
they
the thing
still
is, now you don't
defended
have
fine.
an outlet. Like, now you're really
They weren't going to win
10.
this game.
They weren't, but they were
didn't
going to
have
hold
lose
on.
Well, you don't- they could-
It was
they could have drew it.
Marquillo,
They could have went for
the
0-0.
right back. It was I'd fall for both the goals. Apparently, he's a Rafa Benitez signing.
But
Special signing for right back. He was a fall for both
if
goals.
Jonzo doesn't get the red card, Jonjo,
Oh, okay.
John Joe.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not
Churchill?
be surprised if they got 0-0 tie. They played it okay.
Yeah, they were
I mean, they made 2
frustrating
subs before the 35th minute, so it is what it is.
Those were injuries.
Yeah, well, I know, but
Yeah, they're screwed.
I know,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like
They got a red card with John Joe. They have no depth. Everyone's
Rafa's been
Hey,
begging
whoa!
for
Mitrovic
signings,
was on the bench.
but they've been begging
Yeah, I
for
didn't like that.
signings.
I did not like. But
So now they have John Joe out for 3 games, at least, and then 2 injuries on top of that. Dude, that's 3 guys gone. You have no one to come in for that. Like, they're already screwed.
I actually thought they were gonna go Gale and
Gallo?
Mitrovic. I thought they were gonna go
What? No,
two
Atsu?
strikers.
No, Dwight Gale.
No,
had a good game.
Hayden.
Dwight Gale
Atsu
was
is nice. They bought him from Chelsea.
I know. A
There's no Chelsea
4-1, 4-1. Oh, sorry, 4-1, 3-2.
4-1-3-2.
Sweet. Yeah. Atsu played well, man. Atsu played well, the young Ghanaian, looking very dangerous this season. He might be a sneaky
Fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy like as a hot type pick. He's very attacking down that left. Didn't get too many shots on net though, but anytime they were on the offense, they looked for him over Ayoze Perez, who looked like he took a nap today, man. He was nowhere to be found. He's that dude. He's supposed to be that dude. He's supposed to be the Lanzini kind of guy, sort of grab Newcastle by the scruff of their neck and push him on, but terrible game from him today.
Deli Shop. Talk to me.
Struggled, man. Struggled most of the game. I think the goal hides a lot of his inefficiencies today. Had a few missed touches, didn't find people, held on to the ball too long. But this is the sign of a world-class player. Sign of a world-class player.
Anyways.
You still score, and it's the game, arguably the game-winning goal. You know, the goal that broke the camel's back. He's class, man. There's no denying it.
But he got away with because before John Joe stepped on his ankle, Ali was on the ground. Dele Ali. He was kicking him, pushing the ball away, and then finally John Joe stepped on him. John Joe, if you talk to the ref, maybe that's last warning for Ali, and then next foul he gets a yellow card. That changes the whole game for Newcastle as well.
I refuse. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Saying she got a yellow card for that?
No, I'm not saying he gets a yellow card for that, but it adds to because maybe next foul Dele gets a yellow
game if he doesn't get the rare or the ref.
But no, I'm saying that's where John Joe needs to be smarter. You're not playing the FA Cup.
Hussey,
you're not in the championship. You're in the EPL, bro.
You before you begin because that's not a yellow card any day.
I'm not saying it's a yellow card. I'm saying it adds onto the list for the next time you follow somebody. Maybe he gets a talk. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he gets a yellow card.
Maybe.
How many maybes was that?
It helps. It helps his situation.
All right.
And they do all this with Victor Wanyama on the bench today too. Guy that was class for them last year.
Absolutely, very important.
They get the shutout again. Keep the clean sheets rolling.
Defense still going, man.
Still solid.
Newcastle
Last 2
had
years.
no sniffs, really. A few chances here and there, but nothing serious.
Benitez knows that, though. He said his team's in a relegation battle.
Yeah, and he said he needs signings at the forward position as well. If Gale goes down, Mitrovic was unproductive last year, so they don't want to rely just on those 2 guys. But Pochettino comes out and he says after the games, Spurs need to make signings. Dude, you've been saying this all summer. I hope it doesn't happen. I've always said that just to see how badly
see how
or
Kyle
how
Walker
well
Peters
they do.
plays.
I was just gonna say Kyle Walker playing right back.
Peters.
I know.
2.0.
But I was gonna show you guys. I was gonna say this to you guys a couple weeks ago, but I forgot. And then I guess Twitter erupted about this guy because I saw one photo of 2 Spider-Mans looking at each other who are you?
Yeah.
It's Kyle Walker and Kyle Walker Peters playing the same position for the
Crazy, huh?
for Spurs. It's just
Backing each other up.
No Danny Rose this game,
Injured.
but Ben Davies in at left back.
This guy, man.
what a goal!
Had a great game and got himself a goal. Opportunistic goal, man. He was at the right time. Fuck this, I'm shooting.
Good thing he scored because he took it off the foot of Eriksson.
He had a classic left back celebration. Just fucking it was nice.
No, he's on the ground. He shot the ball. They helped him out. I was like.
No, I'm saying when he was running back, he's in his head. He's loving it. But
smiling.
This team scores from anywhere. Danny Rose, Kyle Walker last year had goals.
It's a system.
Well, how about?
Of course,
Exactly,
it's definitely the system.
Well, that first goal.
System.
Explain the system.
That first goal showed you why Spurs can't sell anybody. Starts with Kane, goes to Eriksson, moves across the box, chips it over to Dele. That's the 3 best. I mean, they're the 3 cornerstones.
Yeah. And Son comes on and does well for himself.
Junior Seau haircut going on right now. Let me get my twirl in.
The one curl.
They don't know the juniors. So
Look at
when
it.
you say
He's
that,
got one curl hanging out right now. Odd.
so the junior Seau is when you have one little curl hanging in the front of your forehead.
Who's Junior Seau?
Linebacker.
Was
Chargers. Patriots.
R.I.P.
Legend.
yeah, one of my favorite players of all time.
Sissoko getting the start in this game on
Getting
Spurs.
booed, too, huh? Getting
Getting
a lot
booed
of
by
heat.
his old club,
This is why I hate the Toon Army,
which was hilarious.
Toon Army.
A bunch of cartoons
They
themselves.
got relegated, so he's like, all right, I'm peacing, and they got pissed.
Right?
It's like, how do you get upset about that?
He's a France
He
international.
finished in second place last season with his club. They finished second. It's like, all right, he left us, we got relegated. He came in second. I can understand that.
Well, I'm waiting to see how they.
When you go there,
Waiting for Reginaldum.
I'm
how they
playing
respect
on.
him.
Yeah, right.
That'll be
Waiting
interesting.
You're waiting for him to pop. I don't know.
Who, Sissoko?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he had
in
that
first gear,
Euro
man.
that Euro like
Yeah.
run when he played in the final. He was arguably one of the most dangerous players in the field at some points.
I love him, man.
And
Love
and then
his
he
style.
plays the season, doesn't do anything at top.
You know what the problem is, man? He
Price
had
tag?
a rough start. He's got the price tag around his neck.
It's
Tottenham's
only
not
30
a buying
though.
club.
It's only 30.
But they're not a
But
buying club,
no,
man.
it's not even
It's
that.
a lot of money. And anytime he posts anything on Twitter, man, the Tottenham fans are all over him. So he knows he's at a club where he's trying to win people over. The pressure of that, he doesn't play often. I think today, Pochettino, this was more of a, hey, man, okay, you've had a rough year. Let's put that behind you. Because he really had no business starting him today. But it was against Newcastle, in Newcastle. Like, he was like, dude, go out there and prove him.
It was a smart
He was showing
start
faith
right there.
in his player. So, didn't really have a good game. Didn't have a terrible game either. I don't think he did much to justify his starting position, which I think he might lose to Wanyama or Son when Son comes back and he's healthy. But I've always liked this guy, man. I've always liked those trucking runs he used to make for Newcastle. Had him in fantasy a few times. Came through for me, so I hope he does well, but it's not looking good.
Something we have to remember is that when you're a player going into a new team, maybe you just don't like the teammates. Maybe you just feel uncomfortable. Maybe. You just, well, no, it's one of those things where you just don't know what his situation is because there's so many parts to it that you just don't know. So maybe he's just not a.
Stop saying maybe.
Maybe who's
It's possible that during the Euros that he had a really good run. But maybe not.
Me, man of the match.
I'm just trying to work ways to get those words in.
Easy.
Young Christian Catholic Eriksen getting it done. This dude, string puller extraordinaire. He might go to Barca next summer.
For me, Dele Alli, man.
This summer, if
Dele
they
Alli,
don't
like,
get Coutinho.
The guy has an okay game. Still finds a way to score. Game-winning goal. Very important to your first day in the league. It's important.
It's badass. And he got stomped. You know, he could have gotten up.
He influenced the game.
He could have, swung at John Joe Shelby, which is in him. You know, it's in his personality, and he took it like a champ. Brilliant.
I got Dele Alli also.
Kelly Shops.
That second Eriksen assist was just like.
That was nice.
I just ran onto the ball.
Cheryl.
You didn't even see him coming. Yeah. No, the assist.
The Eriksen assist.
Yeah, Ben Davies just fucking ran in and kicked
Oh, that one, yeah.
But he
He
still built the play. But no, Dele was nice with the flicks in that play also.
Eriksen was the most dynamic player out there on the field. He's the most threatening player for Tottenham.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
No. I was talking about the other players.
Rabbit season.
Sorry.
Dark season.
No, Eriksen, the way he passed the ball, the way he moved the ball, he made Kane and Ali look better.
Quick touch. With me. First up, sad day. Crystal Palace getting battered 3-0 by Huddersfield.
I won't rub it in.
Al, help me out
I'm worried
here.
about these Eagles. They're not soaring right now, man.
Not at all. Not even close.
Without Fussy Man, so
Oh my God, it's bird season.
Uglier.
Poo! Pow!
I got nothing to say.
What do you mean?
I was dreading this as soon as I saw
the
that.
signings look good. Team played like shit.
It just
Oh,
takes
with the
time,
new
man.
manager.
You know what it is? They need Sacco.
They do
Scott
need Sacco.
Dan can't do that job. They need Sacco.
I want Sacco back there, man. He'd be a great
30 mil,
mentor
he's
for,
yours.
for
30 mil,
Foster
he's
Manson.
yours.
30 mil? Nah, that's way too much.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, I think
Because you said you need him. If you stay up, then you get all that money back.
Whoa.
If. What do you mean if?
They'll stay out.
But if you go down, you lose, 120 mil?
I got to give a shout out to the Man United kid, Fosu Mensah. They're Palace down 3-0. And what's his name? Mooney, the guy that scored two goals. Mounier, the guy scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
On a breakaway, 20 yards out, Fosu Mensah hunts the guy down, slide tackle from behind, wraparound challenge,
Hooks it.
and blocks the guy from shooting it. Unbelievable. I was like, wow, that was a nice play.
Sorry about that.
So, little shout out to the guy. Great play. I like that he's on Palace. Team's got work to do, especially at the center back position. And no goals in the game today. You know, not getting balls into Benteke.
Oh, come on, Benteke. Come on,
Their
Benteke.
game is long ball. You know, ping processing. That's where they win. But they got to do a better job of that. Got beat by the worst team.
Yeah,
in the
look,
league.
it's the first game of the season. It's not the end of the world, but 3-0 at home is a rough start. But they're a team of spirit, man.
To a
They'll
team that's
figure
never
it
played
out.
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They scored their first Premier League goal today.
And they didn't make
They were
any serious
dispossessed
signings
23
either.
times. 23. Oh, my lordy.
Yeah, and Zaha can't do it on his own, man. He needs help. If he's going to have that same productivity, he can't be too worried about every time the team loses the ball, he's got to drop in. You got to unleash him, you know?
Everton Stoke. Who's your fantasy pickup? Wayne Rooney. Let's go. Wayno. What a header.
Al.
What a header.
Al had him. Did you keep him?
Of course, I kept him.
Adam.
I was going to drop him after this game, depending on what he did, because he's got a tough run of games.
He's going to play every game for them. He's going to be their go-to guy.
Yeah.
He wants that World Cup, bro.
I know. Hussey.
And it was
one goal closer to the bet.
As sad as it was to see him leave United and just have him like kind of be the character and play in the shadows and come out when you needed. This guy wants to end on top. He wants to go to the World Cup. He knows he doesn't have to go to the MLS to play regularly. He goes to the EPL still. Everton, great clubs.
But look where he plays today. The number 9 role.
He played all over, man. He was dropping.
But he was hustling
like
high.
a
He was dropping deep.
Yeah.
But he was buzzing around the field today.
Yeah.
His fitness level was very
his
good.
His goal came from he ran from like the final third. You know, just
yeah,
past
he
half,
ran by his defender.
Played a 1-2 turn, made a slow run 20 yards into the box. It was beautiful timing, man.
Yeah.
Poetry in motion.
And they win 1-0.
Poetic return home for the golden child.
And now his season goes downhill.
Oh yeah.
Haters going. Hate.
No. I already said 12-12, so I guess
West Brom.
so you
West
need
Brom
to just enough.
Bournemouth. Tony Poulos gets it done. 1-0. Al, your boyfriend.
TP.
Great game from Asimir Begovic in goal. A ton of great saves.
Fantasy.
Probably got how many points?
He got 4 points even without a clean sheet.
With a loss.
Yeah.
Cool. So I prefer a clean sheet.
Yeah, I prefer a clean sheet, but for $4.5, I'll take 4 points.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Absolutely worth it.
I had Foster.
As a
We
backup,
got 6 points.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 8. No,
as a backup, that's a great pick. I mean, the guy's gonna get a lot of action. You know, Bournemouth defense.
Bournemouth defense is solid-ish.
Yeah, game to game.
Ake,
Depends how they're playing.
Exactly.
So that's a good bid with Begovic. Begovic has the quality. You know, it's there. It just hasn't been showed in a few years.
Yeah.
You know, so last game, Southampton versus Swansea, 0-0.
Snoozer.
This game is, I mean, for me, Swansea's still relegated. Southampton dominated this game. Yoshida missed a bicycle kick. There was all kinds of opportunities that could have been scored all game. Southampton really just missed opportunities. The Gabbiadini, the Italian dude, had a couple chances selfishly.
Tums boy.
Does his thing, you know, misses. But, like, it's too, like, he could have just maybe slotted across the 6, goes for the goal.
Well, he hit the post.
I agree. I know he hit the post, but go for the short goal instead of the maybe goal.
Yeah.
Romelu looking good still.
It's the striker's mentality.
Yeah. So, I mean, they look good, but Swansea beat up through the midfield and the defense. They have some good offense, but they better put it together or they get relegated, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's looking like a sure thing for poor Swans. Well, that covers our first match day 1 of the Premier League. We're
Welcome back, everybody.
Right, we're gonna be with you for all 38 match days coming up. Woo! 37 to go. If you haven't, it's not too late to join our fantasy. Sure, you'll be a week behind, but I think up to like match day 5, it really doesn't matter too much. You can make up the difference, but make sure you join ASAP. Check out our Facebook for the league code and information on how to join.
Yo. And, one last thing, everybody, at least from me, from this end of the table, this episode of the Podcast FC show is brought to you by CLNS Media. CLNS Media is a Boston-based online radio and digital media network, which features a full 7-day-a-week broadcast schedule with numerous personalities and celebrities from across the world's current events, entertainment, technology, and sports. See that eye contact there?
Love it. Good presentation.
Additionally, CLNS employs both full and part-time journalists, commentators, and producers from around the world. They also feature live on-scene reporters at local sporting events, such as the Boston Bruins, Red Sox, the New England Patriots, the Celtics, and your very own New England Revolution.
Are we talking about fantasy real quick?
As CLNS Radio relaunches as CLNS Media this summer, they are hiring at the network in both audio and video production, graphic design, staff writing, social media, and broadcast journalism. They are taking on all comers with all forms of educational experience, both in and out of the field. So if you have an interest in sports journalism, sports, or just journalism in general, go to CLNS Radio for more information. Or if you're just a sports fanatic looking for more quality radio, you can download the CLNS Media app for your iPhone or Android for free. That's CLNS Media, and if you want to check them out online, that's clnsradio.com.
And guys, for fantasy, look out midweek for a full fantasy recap. We got some crazy names in there. We got dudes who are just topping out already, coming out of the blocks, just swinging. We're going to get into all those deets. Look out for the episode midweek. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for supporting the show, as always, for telling yo mama. BFC.